Let's see. We ain't even get much. And why does it look crooked? Okay. Alright. Okay, God, whatever comes through your divine love and guidance and grace, I'm not sure. But we're gonna go with these. Okay. I just like these too, but we're gonna go with these. For a morning reading. A little bit refreshed. Gave some love back to my loved ones. And why is this turned over wrong? Or did I just do that myself? Let's just check and make sure what we're looking at. No, this stuff is mixed up. Oh, this is mixed up. Why is it flipped back? When and why did I do this? How did I do this? Oh, these are turned over. Okay. Y'all give me a second. I may actually add this into the video, but this is me getting started. This is me getting started with the reading, okay? I don't know how I flipped some of these over, but yeah. Yeah, that's showing on both sides, so some mixed up, for sure. Alright, I think we all good. Good morning, everybody, and thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in today, tonight, at whichever time you're deciding to watch this reading right now. I appreciate you. For those of you that are new, I'm Levitating Lotus. For those of you that are returning, welcome back and thank you, okay? This is going to be a general reading for the collective. So whatever the title is, hope that it resonates with you, brings you some clarity, some calm, but if not, it's all good. Just simply means that it's not your energy or message, okay? So with that being said, let me go ahead and get into the reading. Apologies if it is a little bit too dark. I have a mood set. I got my window open. It's in the morning. The sun is shining. I'm feeling grateful. I'm feeling good right now. So, you know, I just want to do a reflective reading for all of us, for the collective, as we are right now, at this moment in time. Now, at this moment in time, could refer to the past, the present, or the future. At whichever fucking time you're deciding to watch this, okay? Alright, so that does not matter. So, let me go ahead and get into the reading, okay? Y'all heard me mumbling just now. That was just me solidifying things. Okay, I'm gonna say it like that. Alright, aligning myself. Okay, so this morning we're gonna see what comes through. Alright, Divine, I asked for the first roll to come through. Thank you. I feel right on my arm. You're being called into service. Believe in your own guidance, okay? What this means is you have a higher purpose. You have a higher calling. You have a higher place in life that you are destined to reach, okay? Release the fated reality. Release the fated reality of whichever way and whichever kind you may have experienced in the past or even currently in the present. Now you are embarking on a brand new beginning, okay? It is time to align more with your divine calling, your divine purpose, your truer mission, your higher calling, so to speak, okay? Believing your own guidance does not necessarily mean operating on your own merits, your own loins, your own mind and perspective. No, it's not believing that you are the only one that you can do it. You're the only one that can do it, so to speak. It's like, it's not you 100% leaning on you, okay? It's you believing that your higher guidance of yourself through God's love and guidance and grace will serve best for you right now, okay? So let me say it a different way. Believing in your guidance means that you are allowing yourself to assist yourself to operate in the most highest and most mastered way possible. Far beyond any type of restrictions. Restrictions would be wounds, traumas, issues, unhealthy and dysfunctional patterns, unhealthy and dysfunctional choices, and things like that. You know what I mean? It's operating beyond that, allowing yourself to heal from that, but also believing that God is serving. Divine's guidance overall is serving, assisting, loving, supporting you through that. You know what I mean? I didn't want to make that long, but I hope that you understood what I was saying when I said that, okay? So it's you truly coming into your place of power from a real space, from a real place, okay? Trust in your new path. All will work out for you, okay? I mean, I'm not sure what else I need to say here, okay? Yeah. Trust in your new path. All will work out for you. Like I said, this brand new service of whichever kind, in whichever way, is going to serve you best, but you got to let go of your faded reality. You got to let go of your old shit. You got to take your ass up off your shoulders. I've heard somebody say that. And it makes sense. You know what I mean? So you got to pay attention to where you're feeling your most unfulfilled, if that makes sense. And you got to put love in there. And you got to put time and patience and care in there, because that's the only way it's going to make sense to you. And you can't keep going. I don't know why I keep going on and on about this, but you cannot continue to make the same choices, choose the same things for the same reasons, and expecting something different. Expecting it to be the fulfillment that you're seeking. You're still operating in your wounds. You're still operating under your wounds. You're still operating under your triggers. You're still operating under your issues. You're still operating in a dysfunctional and imbalanced place. You know what? I'm going to leave that for another video. But, you know what I mean? For whoever this resonates with. You got to come up out of your shit. Yeah, you can do it. You can have it. You can manifest it. You can be grateful for it. You can feel blessed by God about it. All of that. You just have to truly understand the higher form of whatever it is that you're trying to obtain or trying to maintain in your life. And if you're trying to change something, you have to let go of the faded outcomes. You have to let go of the old toxic things that lay dormant, that sit there, that are just, stop piling stuff on top of it. You know what I mean? It's time for us to stop piling shit on top of other shit. It really is. It's time for us to stop bullshitting ourselves. For real. At some point you get to a point in your life where you know what? I'm either legit or I'm completely unlegit about my shit. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I'm sure a lot of y'all or a few of y'all know what I'm saying. You got to stop playing games with yourself, and you have to trust that if you really want fulfillment, and if you really want fulfillment, if you really want to break free, if you really want to fucking go and get that, if you really want to be happy, if you really whatever the fuck, right? If you really want that shit, you have to let go of everything that has hindered you because of it. It could be a mental thing. It could be a mental fear, a mental anxiety. It could be a spiritual fear, a spiritual anxiety. Like I said, triggers, issues, wounds. Yeah, shit has happened to everybody. People have been traumatized when it comes to a lot of shit. People have had issues. People still got issues. Everybody got fucking issues. Everybody's fucking weird and crazy. Operating under this reality where nothing is what it appears to be. Yeah, you don't come out from underneath this motherfucker unscathed. You don't. Mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally. You don't. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta fucking learn to deal with yourself in a more healthier and healed way. And that's gonna be very different than what you've been accustomed to. Because, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. Sometimes we normalize dysfunction too much. Sometimes we do that shit too much. Sometimes we rationalize the most illogical things and the most illogical thinking and the most irrational fucking scenarios and situations. We try to make sense of insanity. We try to be okay with dysfunction. You know what I mean? We try to really walk a place of a blurred line between the two, because let's be real, a lot of us have had certain things going on with us where it's very hard for us to choose the thing that's best for us. That perspective is very much so blurred because we're still operating underneath our wounds, our triggers, our issues. We're not seeing beyond it. And it's crazy how sometimes energy responds to you that way. You have to pay attention to that. I'm just gonna let this video be whatever it is, y'all, because I don't know why, but it's just coming through, so I'm gonna let it come through, okay? So I hope you're enjoying it. But like I said, we rationalize irrational shit. We rationalize dysfunctional shit. And we really respond to things that respond to that in us. You know when you're talking to somebody, you know when you're dealing with somebody, and that person is triggering a wound in you. They're responding to a lower place of yourself that you don't like and that you're not anymore. Energy tries to represent itself to you like that. It tries to reflect to you back of, you know, your past or what you were at one point weak about. You know what I mean? Because sometimes negative energy loves to tug on your weaknesses and your issues and your problems, because that's the only way the parasite can survive. That's the only way the parasite can thrive, is if there is some type of imbalance, some type of issue, some type of sickness that is spreading. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can either sit up there and have all that and still try to operate normally. Eventually, you're going to get to a point where you're like, I'm there, but I'm really not there. I'm this close, but I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? So, you have to trust that in order for you to obtain the best fucking things you've ever desired, wanted, needed, deserved. You fucking hear me? Fucking deserved. You have to let go of what is keeping you from being that, from having that, from maintaining that. You got to let go of it. You got to operate with it differently until you no longer have to deal with it again. You know what I mean? Ever. So for whoever this makes sense for, okay? Trust in your new path. All will work out for you. Let me check my camera, y'all. Okay. Alright, we good. Divine, I ask for the next oracle to come through. All is at your fingertips. What has been created by one can be had by all. What does that mean? That means this close. And this may be the thumbnail. Let me try to see if I can play with this thumbnail. This may or may not be in the thumbnail, y'all, but this close. I was just talking about it. This fucking close. Hold on, let me see if I can get my fingers real close. This close. Being that close, okay? I may try to turn it into a thumbnail. It may just be a part of the video, but not a part of the thumbnail. I don't know that. All is at your fingertips. What has been created can be had by all simply means it's that far away. You're right there. You know what I'm saying? You've healed a lot. You've grown a lot. You may have... I'm going to say this. For those of you, some of you people out there, men and women, okay? Some of y'all out there, and, you know, people in general, people out here have really changed and transformed their lives, and they've really taken, you know, the circumstances that were not favorable to them, and they've really fucking turned lemons into lemonade, for real. Okay, a lemon rain pie, a lemon frappe, okay, lemon cookies, lemon cakes, you know what I mean? You've done a lot with what you've been given, okay? A lot of you out here have, but with all that you've acquired and learned and grown from and healed from, you know that there's still something that's unfulfilled in you. This feels like someone who definitely knows how to manifest, definitely knows how to do things, but struggles either to believe in themselves or they struggle to continue to operate in a place of feeling mastered, feeling successful, feeling happy, but still missing that one thing. It could be one or the other. What is that one thing for you? What is that one thing for you? Or why are you hanging on to something that is keeping you away from what you know you deserve and what you know you're worthy of? Why are you hanging on to that shit? Or why are you still unhappy after obtaining everything that everybody else would ever want in life? Okay? So that's for those of you who resonate with that, okay? It's all of it is at your fingertips. You know, some people can have all the success in the world and not have that fulfillment of love and peace in their heart. Like I like to say, when flowers bloom from your heart, you just feel so full. That type of grace, some of y'all are missing that. That type of peace, some of y'all are missing that. Or you dealing with someone or something that is a huge blockage, a huge saboteur in your life, you know, in some way, shape, or kind, or form, you know. But it's all at your fingertips. You're right there. You just have to allow yourself to make the decision. Trust God, trust yourself. Trust what you need and what you deserve will be provided. All will work out for you. Focus on the solutions and not the present issues. You know, we get so picky about things when it comes to certain people, places, and things of how we want it to be and how we prefer it to be. But God is like, you know, I'm going to give an example. You can go to the store, you can say, oh, I want to make some cornbread, right? Because I like cornbread. Jiffy, preferably, okay? But you go to the store, you go get some Jiffy mix, you go get some milk or whatever type of whatever you're using as a substitute. You go get some eggs, you go get some butter, and you're like, I'm making me some cornbread. Now, you buy this shit, you take this shit back to your house, you lay it all out on the table, and you got your milk or substitute, you got your fucking cornbread, you got your eggs, you got your butter. You like, okay, all I need is some water. So you set the water on the table too. So you got all these items sitting on the table, and you're like, okay, cornbread. And by you saying that and you assuming that the shit is just supposed to formulate and coagulate by itself and just mix in together and present to you cornbread. No, you actually got to take the water. Take a bowl first. Put the cornbread in a bowl. Melt the butter down. You know what I'm saying? Throw those eggs up in there. Throw that water up in there. Or some extra seasonings of peppers or onions or whatever. Because some people like to make it different ways. You know what I'm saying? The whole point of it is you have to do it. You have all the parts and all the pieces. All you have to do is believe in the connection of all of it. Stop operating under the connection of, well, I'm gonna do this because of this, and I'm gonna do that because of that, because it serves only me. You gotta understand that it's not just about you. You gotta understand that you have to cohesively and peacefully deal with yourself and other people and other things. Because you're not going to be here by yourself. You're not going to manifest your best life by yourself. It takes people, places, and things. Right time. Okay, y'all, my camera stopped recording. But right time, right moment, right everything. God is timing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, oh, I'm going to rush here and zoom there. No, it's not about that. It's about connecting the motherfucking dots. And if you can't slow that down, if you're constantly on this and if you can't slow that down, you're really going to get lost in the sauce, figuratively speaking. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that what you want, what you deserve, what you desire is right there. All you got to do is mix that shit in. Oh, and you got to get a pan too. Referring back to the example. You got to get a pan. You got to turn the oven on. You got to have an oven. You know what I'm saying? You can make it. You can do it. It's just... You gotta mix that shit in. You gotta make that thing work. You gotta finagle that shit. You gotta finesse that shit, and not on a deceptive pattern. Like I said, not from your wounds, but more so from, okay, I gotta understand the best point or the most positive and most healing aspect of this situation. Yeah, this is a situation that I'm dealing with right now, but let me see how I can best deal with it right now. You know what I mean? You're right there. Okay, all is at your fingertips. If somebody else can do it, you can do it too. The past may not be the same because the past are never the same. Everything is interconnected. Okay, everything. From the person you see at the place you go to all the time to someone you just so happen to connect with. You know what I mean? It's timing. It's fucking life. It's weird. It's all over the place. So you gotta, whatever. Okay? So, all right. It's right there. All you gotta do is mix it in. Put that thing in the oven. Let that thing bake until it's nicely cooked. And take it out of the oven. And enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? So, for whoever that made sense for. Okay? Divine, I ask for the next oracle to come through. Thank you. Now, this says you are a sensitive antenna. Sensitive people collect emotions of others. And this says past life emotions lives in you. You are expressing more and it is releasing. And underneath it is let go of a fixed plan. Oh, I'm gonna do this and this, you know. I understand that you have goals, that you have deadlines, but God is saying, pay attention to the beautiful magic of how your whole entire life is progressing. For whoever this makes sense for, pay attention to the beautiful process and the beautiful moments of how everything is being manifested, taking place, happening in your life. Enjoy the experience, because you don't want to rush to the finish line. You don't want to over proceed into the finish line faster than what you were supposed to, because you feel like you should have it right now, or, you know, don't do that to yourself. Allow everything to take place at the right time, in the right moments, in the right ways, for the right reasons. Okay, affirm that. All right, let go of a fixed plan is underneath. Allow for spontaneity and growth. Okay, these two are like twins of each other. Okay, and they literally are similar in color with the purple and the blue, and that's so pretty. I'm not sure if y'all can see it, but yes. Okay, you see the imagery. It's similar, somewhat. You have a sensitive antenna. Sensitive people collect emotions of others, and past life emotions lives in you. You are expressing more and it is releasing. This is all about your issues, honey. This is all about all of our issues, okay? All of our shit. This is your shit. This is your bag of shit. Don't nobody want that. But sometimes we carry that around and we don't realize we're carrying it around. Sometimes, you know what I mean? And sometimes we be trying to have somebody else hold our motherfucking bag. I don't mean to get gross. I'm just trying to get real specific when I say what I'm saying right now, okay? With what I'm saying right now. This is all about dealing with issues of your past when it comes to your upbringing, when it comes to how you grew up, when it comes to where you grew up, the things that you saw, the shit that you were traumatized with, the dysfunction you had to operate underneath. This reflects all of that. This reflects everything that you've had to experience and go through as a child. This reflects everything of which you're currently dealing with as an adult, as a teen, that you're now kind of like you've held on to, and now you're kind of operating underneath that. You're operating underneath that. Okay? I hope this is in frame too, y'all. I'm not sure how it looks. But yeah, you know what I mean? You're operating underneath this. Because you've dealt with it so long, you're operating like this now. Allow yourself to release that. Let that shit go. Let it go. Okay? Let it go. Let go of a fixed plan. Let go of it. I'm preaching to myself as well as y'all. I'm talking to me too. This is a general reading for everybody. Okay? Alright. Divine, I ask for the next oracle to come through. Stay strong. Be a guiding light. You can do it. Ground yourself. Be loved. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. Just like you were standing at that table and you said cornbread. You just spoke out the word cornbread. You thought it was going to mix together, but you realized, oh, I got to get a bowl. I got to get a pan. I got to get an oven. I got to mix it together. I can't cook it too long. You know what I mean? So it's like, stay strong. Be a guiding light. Ground yourself. Be love. You can do this. And What more beautiful way to turn all of this power that you've acquired now? It would be so beautiful for you to turn all of this power that you have acquired now and mastered now, and to turn it, to put an upturn to it. You know what I mean? Peak in your positivity, peak in your light, peak in your healing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're getting what you want, but you're not really satisfied. There's some type of something holding you back from it. It's one of the two. Or it's an in-between of both. Stay strong, be a guiding light, ground yourself, be love. You can do this. You're fully supported. You're fully supported by God, divine's guidance overall, to make a change. To change something, to switch something up, to do something different, or to just let something go. Okay? So, with all of that being said, guys, I hope that you all enjoyed this reading. I hope that whatever I said, in whichever way I said it, I hope that it resonated for you, brought you some clarity of some kind, but if not, it's all good. Just simply means that it is not your energy or message. And again, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see y'all again. Bye.